Good morning, everyone. Let's see who's all in here. While that music was playing, I was reading true crime. um, Lisa, Julie, Never Lose Hope, Angel, Faithful One, Katie F, Mandy Hall, Cheryl Lynn, Cement Shoes, TC. Did I say Katie F? I can't remember. Sass, good afternoon. Southern Mom. Be safe driving, Southern Mom. Hope everyone's having a good morning. There's a lot going on in the true crime this morning. I say, hey, Charlie Girl says, Lovable Rogue. Good morning, everyone. Let me put one of our channel member stickers in. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you. I ordered us something yesterday. Yes, I ordered us a fun trivia game. That's all I'm going to tell you about. It's going to be a surprise. But it's not true crime trivia. I will tell you, it's not anything to do with true crime. Some of that true crime trivia is really, really hard, even for people that know a lot about true crime. I think it's hard, at least. Hold on, let me let my stinking dog in here. I hear her scratching at my door. Let me get the door open. Come on, Lady. Now, Lady, either come in or don't. Oh, my goodness. Your dogs are spoiled. My dogs are so spoiled. Put the gavel down, like Feather says. Morning, girl. Very married. Good morning. Lovable Rogue, drinking coffee and relaxing time. Yeah. I just saw something put out about Lori Vallow. I was going to talk about her and Alex Cox this morning. I recorded Alex Cox's stand-up comedy routine that he did, and we're going to watch it if the daggone video plays. But I just saw an hour ago, Crime Online. It says, autopsy for cult mom's children found dead in Chad Daybell's backyard have been completed. New report confirms Tylee Ryan's body was dismembered. Then it says, the autopsy results may not be released for several weeks as the coroner conducts additional testing on the remains. A coroner in Idaho has confirmed the autopsies have been completed on the bodies of the two missing children found buried in Chad Daybell's backyard earlier this month. But additional testing is needed before authorities can confirm the cause of death or release the results. Okay, so the county coroner, Dottie Owens, said in a news release that the coroner's office is conducting additional testing on the remains of Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow, and the results might not be available for weeks. An arrest affidavit for Chad Daybell showed that Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow's uncle, Alex Cox, was at the Daybell property on the morning of September 9th and September 23rd, the day after each of Lori Vallow's children were last seen alive. J.J. Vallow was found wrapped in a plastic bag. Tylee's remains had been burned. Investigators discovered the remains on June 9th, and the arrest affidavit indicates that authorities used cell phone tracking data following Cox's movements to pinpoint where on the property the children had been buried. The East Idaho News report appears to confirm that Tylee Ryan's body was dismembered. On September 9th, Chad Daybell sent text messages to his since deceased wife, Tammy Daybell, claiming to have burned tree limbs in the backyard, and said that while doing so, he shot a raccoon. It is unclear if Daybell truly shot an animal that day. Both Daybell and Vallow are in custody on felony charges, but neither has been charged with murder. Daybell's former wife, Tammy, died in October of what authorities initially said were natural causes. In December, investigators exhumed her body and reopened the death investigation. Alex died in December just after Tammy Daybell's remains were exhumed. An autopsy found that Alex Cox died of pulmonary embolism. Authorities have not yet released the results of Tammy Daybell's autopsy. I really believe that Alex killed the kids, and I believe he's the one that dismembered Tylee. Something just tells me that. I don't have any proof of that. It's just a feeling that I have. It's like a really strong feeling. Of course, I could be wrong, you know. Hey, Miss Jones. I think JJ was suffocated with that clear plastic bag. Oh, gosh. I hope not. I hope not. My hubby read me something from Facebook yesterday. And this is what I'm about to say is a little bit gruesome. So if you don't want to hear it, you may want to mute me for a second. But what he read me was that JJ's head was found in a bag, separate from his body. It was some kind of post on Facebook. I don't get on Facebook. But I told my hubby Mark, I was like, I don't know if that's true or not. I know Tylee was dismembered, but I don't know if JJ was. Lord, I hope not. This is sick. And I believe it was Lisa this morning. She messaged me and said that she saw a video, I think it was on Plunder, and said that Lori was just walking around the jail playing on her tablet. Well, when the hell did they start allowing tablets in the county jail? Somebody please tell me when they started allowing that. At our county jail, you don't get cell phones, tablets. You don't get special privileges like that. Actually, in the county jail, people that's already been sentenced and waiting to go to prison, sometimes they will actually get in trouble on purpose, get caught smoking, or do something so that they'll send them to prison quicker. And they will. If there's an inmate that's getting in a lot of trouble and stuff, they'll send them on to prison quicker. That's the truth. Because in prison, you get more privileges, better things on the commissary and stuff. Some prisons, you can have a TV. You can buy a TV. I think it's federal prison, maybe. She also got flaming red lipstick. Yeah, that stuff is hideous. Hideous. It looked like an orange red to me. I mean, I was thinking that day, like, this lady's got mascara on. This lady's got lipstick on. It actually looked like she had some kind of a bit of powder on her face. Morning, Vicky. Let me look at my chat on my phone because I can only see the top chat right now. What in the world? Stupid phone. It's froze up. Crap. I don't know what's going on with this phone. Maybe it's because I've dropped it in my toilet about 5 times. Okay. It don't want me to enlarge my video. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get a new phone. It's starting to act up on me. Lisa, good morning. I'm thinking she asked her lawyer for makeup. She probably did, Alyssa. A lot of times they will allow an inmate, right, if they got to get a lawyer and stuff, allow them to put on some makeup before they go to trial. Skittles lipstick, yeah. I bet they're able to monitor everything on those tablets. Yeah, I said maybe they got an agenda, the reason they're letting her act like she runs that jail. Maybe they're wanting her to get comfortable. Maybe she'll talk to an inmate or something. Who knows? I just didn't know they had tablets in jail, in the county jail. Never heard of that in my life. Damn sure don't happen here, my area. The only thing they're not allowed to monitor is lawyer visits and chaplain conversations. We need to find out if they really allowed her to have a tablet or not. I've not watched that video yet, but I'm not quite sure I believe that. Sorry, guys, I was lighting up. Oh, that's a good point, Cece. Yeah, Katie, they could, the authorities could have an agenda. Let her get comfortable. Let her feel like she runs the jail. Get comfortable in her surroundings and she might talk. I don't know if she will or not. I just don't look for Lori Vallow to ever say anything to incriminate herself. I don't think it's going to happen. I look for Chad Daybell to try to make a deal with the prosecutors. He'll probably try to blame it all on Alex. Both of them will. Alex is not here to defend himself. You talk about a big old guy. Alex Cox looks like he was a big made man. Let me see if I can find this comedy video. Let me get into my files. Well, let me get into my Google. I guess it's in my Google Drive. Well, actually, he's not that fun. He wasn't that funny at doing comedy. Lady, please stop that. My dog, she's licking her face or her palms or something. Her paws and rubbing her face. Let me get into my recent here. I got it on my phone. I recorded this from a YouTube video, so we'll just play the audio of it. Hold on just a sec. That's easier than me trying to find all this in my Google Drive. We're going to listen to Alex Cox's comedy routine, okay?
My real name is also my porn star name. My name is Alex Cox. When I was in the 8th grade, I actually learned that my real name is also my porn star name. Driving up tonight, I drove out from Queen Creek, and it took me 11 hours. And apparently all the snowbirds don't live out of state, so I was behind this lady, and I'm just thinking, I would really love to drive this lady into a ditch. It felt better. And I'm thinking, should there be a law that if your maximum driving speed is lower than Nancy Pelosi's IQ, you shouldn't be driving anymore, should you? He agrees. Just like, I don't know what you're saying. But we don't have that for a law. What do we have? Photo fucking radar. Get on the new photo radar. I am with you. I was late for an appointment last month. I went home and asked him the 60. Yesterday in the mail, they sent me one of those photo albums. That shit adds up. Who got what coming? Did you? Were you topless like I was? Yeah. I had the battery, the lighter, and the clamps. Rifle. With the repending. You want to try it? Yeah, you want to hold it down there.
He's talking about his private parts.
Oh, your left feet clockwise.
Weirdo.
We did stop for gas on the way up here. Stop at I-17 on Camelback. And is the economy that bad? Some people don't try and sell you shit while you're getting gas. Like, no thanks. I'm not looking for a uncovered $20 blowjob, but appreciate it, officer.
Weirdo.
Need that. I was fortunate enough to do a little jail time last year. I'll confess to you guys. You ever had something that you knew was the right thing to do, but it turns out that later on it was a felony? This is a true story. I found out my ex-brother-in-law was a pedophile, so I took a stun gun and I discharged it right in his nutsack. And in Texas, that's a felony. I'm thinking, maybe I'll get a handshake or a raid or something.
Let me pause just a sec. He put into his comedy routine about attacking Joseph Ryan, Lori's oldest son. His name Colby Ryan said that Joseph, abused him. So Alex attacked him.
I got probation. So they arrested me here and they held me out here in jail. And I learned something when I was here at Maricopa County Jail. I learned that I was the only white guy in there that did not consider crystal meth one of the 4 major food groups. Remember the last guy here from Superior? That capital of the fucking planet. They invented it there. Anyway, Superior, not him. She's just not that mean. I'm a felon. Anyway, so while I was in jail, I also had a religious experience. I found Jesus. I found Jesus Ayala, Jesus Jimenez, and Jesus Garcia. They were all in my cell, and they all shared a bunk. I found out Christmas is wrong. Jesus was not born in Bethlehem. He was born in El Salvador.
Wow.
He was not a carpenter. He was a roofer, a tiler, and a landscaper.
Wow. Thought he was deeply into religion. He was making fun of Jesus, talking about his private parts, confessing to taking a stun gun and firing it at Joseph Ryan in his private parts. Now, I don't know if he actually did that in real life, but that's what he said in this comedy routine. Weirdo. Sick monsters. Okay, let me get back to my chat here. Hey, Will. Hope you're doing well. What made this family so evil? I don't know, Charlie Girl says. They got something wrong up in their brain. Every one of them that's involved. Lori, her sisters, her brother, of course. Something wrong in their brain. Chad Daybell, I don't even know how to describe that man. He's evil. He's evil too. Chad Daybell was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Portrayed himself to be this big religious man, having all these spiritual visions. Bullcrap. He's evil. He's the devil. His comedy routine was disgusting. Yes, it was, Julie. But he was so deeply into religion. He was sitting there making fun of Jesus. Yeah, he's a nut too, he says. Every one of them are. Even Melanie Gibb. She's a nut too. She's not no hero. Hey, Alley Cat. She should have picked up the phone and called CPS when Lori said that, told her that her kids were zombies. It wasn't their soul in their body. Because that showed she was unstable and dangerous. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think she should have reported it, friend or not. I would have. If someone's, got something in their head that their kid's a zombie or something, I would have to report it. I would be afraid that they might harm their child. I think any normal person would. Not her. And Melanie Gibb knew every time they said somebody was a zombie, they ended up dead. She knew this. She is one weird lady. She's doing these interviews so people quit hating on her, and it's just making it worse. How could anyone be that dumb to believe Chad Daybell's hogwash? I just don't understand. I just don't understand how Lori Vallow could allow someone to harm her kids. She was in on it. I don't understand how any mother could do something like that. It blows my mind. It gets me so mad. Those poor kids. How terrified they must have been. I hope and pray they didn't know what was happening. Hope and pray. Gibbs is off. Yes. She's not right in the head at all. I'm going to have to go back out of my phone chat and go back in. It's acting weird. I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay, so I also want to talk about little Sebastian Castro Rivas. Let me find the article. He is 3 years old. He's been missing for a while now, a few weeks. He is nonverbal. And I'm very suspicious of his parents. His dad come out and said, "Oh, we think he jumped off the balcony into the river." Like, what? It says, "Where is Sebastian? Nonverbal taught, still missing. Sister says he left from first floor deck with cell phone." Okay, and it says update. Let me find his little picture before I read this so everybody can see him. I'm very suspicious of his dad and mom. Something is not right with this. I mean, he could have wandered off by himself, but I don't think so. Something's wrong with the Wi-Fi or something. Or the internet. Google. Okay, there's his picture. Let me screen share it. Okay, it says, Crime Online spoke exclusively with Jackie Rodriguez, the sister of missing 3-year-old Colorado boy. Sebastian Castro Rivas. Jackie Rodriguez cleared up discrepancies regarding how and when her brother disappeared. According to Jackie, Sebastian left home from the first floor apartment in Eagle, Colorado, at the Eagle Villas apartment complex. Previous local reports indicated the boy jumped from a balcony at the apartment complex, but Jackie explained it was actually a deck and a fenced area his father had built for him. We live in the first floor. There's a built-in fence my dad made for him not to get out, Jackie said. There's a satellite dish that he uses for leverage so he can climb out and run for the park that's next to us. She said he had a cell phone because my mom hands it to distract him while she goes outside, and my dad watches him inside. They had just gotten home from a walk, and hence why she left him with my dad. I just don't know. I mean, he could have gotten out, but I just thought it was weird how I think his dad's actually was arrested. I think it's just weird because his name is Manuel Rodriguez. And he spoke to a newspaper, and he claimed Sebastian may have jumped from an apartment deck, but he made it out like it was like a balcony. I don't know. I'm always suspicious when children are reported missing because we always know usually how it turns out. The parents are usually involved or step parents. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like the truth. Yeah, it's very sad. I mean, he could have gotten out of the fence and wandered into the water. But from what his sister was saying, it looked like they kept a pretty close eye on it. I don't know. It's just suspicious. It's strange. Hey, we only have one life. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. There was a mom who left her 6-year-old special needs daughter home alone, dirty and naked. Let me see if I can pull her picture up. I was having trouble pulling Crime Online up a second ago. I don't know if there's something wrong with Google or what, but it didn't want to pull up. There we go. Let's see if it'll work. I'm going to show y'all this woman's picture. If I can find it. Wait just a minute. Something's wrong with Google. This want to, I don't know, work right. Hold on just a minute, guys. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Okay, y'all just talking about the weather here. I'm just going to read it because I'm having trouble finding it. Mom leaves 6-year-old special needs daughter home alone, dirty and naked. An Oklahoma mother was jailed Wednesday after neighbors called police when they saw a naked, dirty little girl wandering around the apartment complex where they lived. When officers arrived, they were unable to get any information from the little girl. She was nonverbal, said Master Sergeant Gary Knight of the Oklahoma City Police Department. She would not respond to them. She would not talk to them. As it turns out, she is a special needs child. Officers eventually learned in which apartment the 6-year-old lived. The officer said he smelled and saw puddles of what looked like dog urine, and dog feces was visible on the floor and the wall, according to the police report. While officers were inside the apartment, the girl's mother, 28-year-old Melissa Gonzalez, came home telling them she had been down the street at a friend's house. Officers said she smelled of alcohol. The management of the apartment complex told officers that it was not unusual for the mother to just leave the residence and leave the child unattended for long periods of time. Paramedics took the little girl to Oklahoma University Children's Hospital to be checked out and to document her condition. Animal welfare also removed the dog that was left in the apartment. Gonzalez was booked on one count of child neglect and is being held on a $50,000 bond. I'm glad her bond is that high. Actually, she shouldn't have a bond at all, in my opinion. She looks drunk as crap. I wish I could have pulled that picture up, but for some reason, it didn't show. We're going to talk about Justin Bieber and Joe Exotic too in a minute. Yes, that was in Oklahoma. Katie, I'm going to try to find her picture one more time. See if we can find it. Here it is. I found it. Here she is. Piece of crap. She looks drunk as crap. They said she smelled like alcohol. She probably smelled like dog poop and pee too. She was living in a home like that. Sick. People like that don't deserve to have children. Why did nobody that lived at the apartment complex contact the management, contact CPS if she was leaving the special needs child alone? Even if the child didn't have special needs, shouldn't be left alone. 6 years old, nonverbal. It's bullshit. If you see something, say something. Thank God someone did call the police finally. But the management knew that she had done this before. They should have been contacting CPS. What's wrong with people? A lot of people don't want to get involved. They'd rather not get involved and just let whatever happen to the child. It's bullcrap. If you see something, say something. There was a story out of Tennessee yesterday. A kid was found in a cage. A little toddler found in a cage in a room full of big snakes. I kid you not. Let me see if I can find that article real quick. I think this was in Henry County. Okay, it says toddler found in cage surrounded by large snakes during Tennessee home raid. Let me click on the article real quick. They did take the child to the hospital, and There was nothing wrong physically. Okay, it says a child less than 2 years old was found inside a dog cage near large snakes at a home during a mass animal rescue operation in Henry County, Tennessee. The cage was sitting in the same room as several constricting snakes next to a box of live mice. The child, who was reported to be filthy but unharmed, is now in the custody of the Tennessee Department of Children's Services. Deputies removed more than 100 animals from the home near Dale Cemetery Road in the Buchanan community. Several large marijuana plants and guns were also found during the raid, according to the Henry County Sheriff's Office. Hold on a sec, guys. I got a cough. The child's parents and grandparents were taken into custody, and authorities were reported to still be searching the property as of Thursday evening, confirmed District Attorney General Matt Stowe, who serves Henry County and the counties of Benton, Carroll, Decatur, and Hardin. It says, Stowe told Nashville's News Channel 5, I want to reassure the public that law enforcement is working very diligently right now to investigate this case and to make sure no further tragedy occurs. In our community, children are treasured. They're treasured very highly, and the slightest allegation that one may be in danger causes a large number of people to spring into action. We're going to investigate this and every allegation of child abuse extremely closely, he added. That's good to hear. More information will be released during a press conference with the Henry County Sheriff's Office Friday morning. Last October, 87 pets, including 85 cats, a dog, and the remains of one cat were removed from a house in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Okay. That's a different article. It looked like it was tied into that. Okay, my bad. It's sick. You know what they ought to do? They ought to take them and put them inside of a damn dog cage. That's what they ought to do. That's what these people's punishments should be when they abuse children. They should get the same abuse back to them and see how they like it. I know they say violence is not the answer, but I'm just saying that's what their sentence should be. Locked in a small dog cage. Not one of these big dog crates. No, a small one. Like the one I got for my little Yorkie. I won't even lock my dogs in one. I've got one. I leave the door open. She's got a little bed in it. She goes in and out as she wants. Brooks Channel, that's where I am. They will end up taking the kids. Hey, 411 now. Thanks for the super chat. Showing you love, respect, enjoy your content, CC. Oh, thank you, Will. I love your channel, too. I'm going to watch your Daybell video that you put up. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but the title of it was, Did Tammy Daybell Know? You know, about the affair Lori and Chad was having. I'm going to watch that. I bet it's good. If anyone's not subscribed to 411 now, check his channel out. He does a great job at doing true crime. I mean, like, he really researches. Like, research is good. Like a professional. I don't own a cage. My animals sleep with me and my kiddos. Well, I had got Chloe a dog crate because she pees all over the house at night. Well, she used to. She used to be bad for that. She walks past the pee pads. But I just couldn't lock her in it. Now I figured out exactly where Chloe likes to pee at, and I put the pee pad there. She used to be real bad to pee in the house. She don't really do it that much anymore. Sometimes she does because she's old. Strung up by their testicles or toes, tarred and feathered, disemboweled, and drawn or quartered. Miss Jones, we was in Discord last night and we was talking about their punishment, what their punishment should be. I said, pour honey on them, tie them to the tree down here in the woods. Okay, so let's talk about Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber has been accused of sexually assaulting two women. He denies it, and he's took action. He has put out a lawsuit against them. And he said he can prove that the dates that they said they were sexually assaulted by him, he can prove where he was at. Let me pull up the article. You know, he said that he supports anyone that's been sexually assaulted and all that, but he says that he is innocent. Who knows? I don't really have an opinion on it because, you know, I don't see any evidence that he did it or didn't do it yet. Let me pull this up. But he's like suing them for like $20 million, I believe. Wasn't he on YouTube before he was like famous? Wasn't he like just like a big YouTuber at first? Before he was discovered? I'm not sure. It says Justin Bieber fires back at sexual assault allegations with multi-million-dollar lawsuit. 411 doesn't post phony info to stir up drama, nothing but the truth. Yeah, there's some true crime channels that absolutely clickbait you. I don't believe he did it, Brooks' channel said. Well, I have my doubts about it. It says Justin Bieber has filed a pair of 10 million defamation lawsuits against two social media users who claimed earlier this month that the pop star sexually assaulted them. Claims Bieber say are factually impossible. It says TMZ obtained the legal documents from the suit filed against two Jane Does, who are known as Danielle and Katie on social media. Bieber says their claims that he sexually assaulted Danielle in 2014 and Katie in 2015 are malicious, and that the has indisputable documentary evidence to prove the claims are outrageous, fabricated lies. Danielle's claims surfaced first, and she provided specific details on the encounter with Bieber that she said took place in Austin, Texas on March 9, 2014 at the Four Seasons Hotel. In the lawsuit, Bieber counters that he was in Austin that night. He made a surprise appearance at SXSW, but that he did not stay at the Four Seasons. He alleges that Danielle manufactured the story based on public reports that he ate at the hotel restaurant on March 10th. Bieber says he didn't even have a room at the hotel. He said his then girlfriend, Selena Gomez, left after his performance and stayed at an Airbnb. Okay, here's the second one. Katie's story is that Bieber assaulted her at the Lagham Hotel in New York City at 2:30 a.m. on May 5th, 2015. Bieber says that Katie is a superfan who is desperate to meet him, and that she made up their New York encounter because she knew Bieber was at the Met Gala that night. The singer says that he attended the event, then went to a private after party, stayed until almost 4 a.m., and stopped at a hot dog stand on the way to his hotel. He says there are photographs and witnesses to prove that Katie's allegations is an impossibility, a poor but damaging fabrication, and an elaborate hoax, according to TMZ. Further, Bieber claims Katie and Danielle may be the same person, or that the two of them have coordinated their plans to ruin his reputation, the documents say. Bieber had already tweeted out a response to Danielle's claims back on June 21st, including photos of him with Selena Gomez and receipts from his Airbnb stay. He has not responded publicly to Katie's allegations. Well, if these are false allegations, that's something I can't stand, for somebody to cry wolf like that and accuse someone of sexually assaulting them when, the person's innocent. I'd like to see what kind of evidence they have. They don't have any. They don't have any against him, I bet. Bieber's taking action. Hey, I don't blame him. If he really is innocent, I don't blame him for taking action. People like that should be shut down for accusing, lying on people and accusing them of something they didn't do. Yeah, he did start acting like a brat. Remember, didn't he egg his neighbor's house? Throw eggs at his neighbor's house or something? Then he got caught, drag racing down in Miami? I think that was him and his dad. Yeah, I know we got to talk about Joe Exotic too. Because guess what? Jeff Lowe may not be able to run that zoo. PETA is coming after him. Let me find the article. And if this is true, this is karma. Karma for the way he's treated animals and for setting up Joe Exotic. I believe he set up Joe Exotic for that murder for hire. He even admitted that, did he ag Joe on the phone in the recorded calls? Yes. He said, yes, he did. That's not legal. Okay. Let me get to this. Okay. PETA pushing to revoke license of Tiger King star zoo operator Jeff Lowe. PETA is working to get Tiger King star Jeff Lowe's license to exhibit animals taken away after a whistleblower allegedly released photos and videos of lions in his Oklahoma zoo suffering. You piece of crap. I've always said he's a piece of crap. PETA released the photos and videos Thursday in a call to action to the U.S. Department of Agriculture to confiscate the animals and target Lowe's license. Now, PETA can be a little crazy, from what I understand. Joe Exotic claimed that PETA got onto his property and poisoned his apes. Monkeys, apes. I think it was monkeys. Okay. Lowe lost ownership of Greater Wynnewood Exotic Animal Park to rival Carol Baskin of Big Cat Rescue earlier in June. However, Lowe is reportedly looking to move his operation to a zoo in Thackerville, Oklahoma, before Carol Baskin assumes control. PETA says young lions at the zoo, formerly belonging to now incarcerated Joe Exotic, are suffering from what's called fly strike, in which flies, usually drawn to uncleared animal waste, bite in other animals and bite other animals and lay eggs on them, and hatched maggots eat away at the skin. Gross. Poor animals. The photos PETA released show one lion's ear severely damaged by the condition. The organization says veterinarians believe the wounds would be extremely painful and could risk losing their ears if not treated immediately. Well, that is true. If they got a wound like that and the flies are on it and stuff, yeah, it could cause a bad infection. They could lose their ear. I mean, they could get infection into their bloodstream. Lowe is currently facing charges related to unpermitted exotic animals and doing business without a license in Las Vegas, according to KTNV. Like I said, PETA is crazy people, right? They really are. Um, but I can believe it. I can believe that his animals are suffering. He's a piece of crap. He talks about Joe Exotic being a bad person. Jeff Lowe's a worse person. He's on the same level as Carol Baskin, basically. Carol Baskin is probably the whistleblower. You know it. You know she got PETA on him. I can't stand Jeff Lowe. He's a stooge. He really is. In them stupid little jeans he wears. Have you seen the jeans that man wears? I mean, it's like what a teeny bopper wears. What a guy in his 20s would wear. It's ridiculous. They're like all tight legged, sagging in the butt. And what's the deal with that stupid bandana and hat? That is stupid looking. PETA is crazy. Yeah, they really are. Yeah, Gene, that bitch Carol Baskin. Everything he wears is crazy. Yeah, he thinks he's a teeny bopper. We only have one life. Let me see what We Only Have One Life said about the horses. The same things happen to horses if you don't doctor the horse and try to keep the flies away. Horses can get real sick. Hey, I used to watch Animal Cop Houston. We Only Have One Life, and they rescued this horse one time. And on the side of that horse's neck was this humongous hole. It was deep. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Anyways, they took the horse and they finally got it doctored back up. But that's what was wrong with it. Something happened to its neck and then it got infected because of the flies and stuff. His wardrobe is ridiculous. Yes, Julie. So ridiculous. He doesn't need those animals, guys. He doesn't need them. He exploits those animals and he's mean to them. He can say what he wants. Ladies, my dog's over here grumping. My aunt used to use back balm on her animals' ears to keep flies away. I've got a jar of back balm right now. I got from Tractor Supply. It's in one of those little tin, comes in like a little tin can. That stuff is great. Now I keep like this flea spray for Annabelle. You can spray on goats and stuff. That helps a lot. She hates it though. She hates me to spray her with that. Jeff Lowe dresses like Axl Rose in the 1980s. He looks ludicrous. Yes, he does, don't he? Dressed like Axl Rose. Like his jeans, and I noticed in one video he had those tight, teeny bopper jeans on and high top tennis shoes. They was cool looking high top tennis shoes, but he looks ridiculous in that outfit with that leather jacket and his bandana and his hat. Like, dude, we know you're bald. It's okay. You don't got to wear a bandana and a hat. I've never seen anyone do that. I've never seen anyone in my life try so hard to look like they're part of a motorcycle gang. He is a poser. Straight up poser. It's just facts. Axl Rose called and wants his clothes back. I can't even wear tight jeans like that. Yikes. Yeah, his jeans are tighter than mine. It's pretty bad. He must have a bandana in every color. Yeah. I like to see that Harley he's riding right now. Bye, Lisa. Have a good day. His wardrobe looks like a reject from Barry Manilow. Yes. He probably got them from got them on eBay. He's a loser. He's a snitch. Joe talked a lot of crap. He probably did say he wished something would happen to Carol. I don't think he was going to go through with it. Jeff needed Joe completely out of the way so he could, completely just take everything from Joe. He was pissed off at Joe for embezzling money. So what does Jeff do? He contacts Carol Baskin and says, hey, Joe's wanting to murder you. And then from there, he gets other people to help him, and they set up Joe. I really think, he should have been convicted of that murder for hire. That's my opinion. Based on the witnesses that were involved and their shady dealings, no. Now, I don't know if he really did shoot tigers. If I really thought that Joe Exotic shot tigers, I wouldn't even support him on that murder for hire conviction, I hope and pray that he didn't. I think Joe actually liked animals. He just went down the wrong road. He started out trying to do something good and got totally off track. Got greedy, started feuding. I think when they start breeding those tigers and start selling them, start making that money, it makes them greedy. It got corrupt, Most of Joe's sentence is for animal cruelty, 19 killed. I know, Carolina girl. I'm just not too sure that he killed tigers like that. Because like I said, I believe he loved animals. Even though he was corrupt and stuff, I do believe he loved animals. Because when he rehomed his chimps, he was on a video talking about when they finally got to be together, those chimps in the other home down in Florida, they hugged each other. And he was crying. He said, did I keep them from hugging each other for all these years? Because they were kept in cages side by side, but they couldn't touch. So that right there, when he said that, I could tell in his face and his eyes that he had a lot of remorse about that, and he felt like crap about it. Really. Lady, please. What's outside? Quit barking. Quit. Don't start. And he's looking outside growling. I believe wholeheartedly he did shoot those tigers because they started to outnumber what he could handle. Do you, Carolina girl? Gosh, I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe that. It's a good part. He could have. I know they did. Leave it to Bieber. Thanks for the super chat. I about missed it. You super chatted me the other day, girl, and I was distracted and didn't see it. My apologies. You got your Annabelle the goat mug, Bieber. I never did get mine yet. Lady, please, what is that out there? Hold on a sec. Let me see. Lady, that is Mark doing something to his motorcycle. I don't think Joe did it. Yeah, I don't want to believe that he did that. You know, if anybody believes that he did, that's okay. He could have. To me, Joe, it's hard to feel sorry for, but Carol freaking Baskin, impossible to like. Yeah. Well, Joe done a lot of it to himself. But I do believe that Jeff, he wanted to get Joe caught up in something. He wanted to get him caught up in that so he could get him out of the way. Jeff Lowe's a piece of crap. I can't stand him and Carol Baskin. Really, I can't. Joe ain't innocent either, though. Don't get me wrong. I just think Jeff set him up, with that murder for hire crap. He encouraged Joe, with it. Worth more alive than dead, but more expensive to keep alive. Yeah, they ate a lot. Those tigers. Yeah, lady, she's ready. I love where lady's ready to go out there and bite Mark. I don't know, why she don't recognize who it is. Maybe it's because he's got a bandana on his head. After, he fixes his hair, he'll put a bandana on for a few minutes, kind of make it help lay right or something. I don't know. He's weird. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here and get some things done. I started to say I'll see y'all in the morning, but it's, I think tomorrow's Saturday. Will goes live on Saturday mornings, and I like to watch him. But I am going to try to do a member stream sometime this weekend. And, of course, on Sunday mornings, I always have a channel member stream. Coffee on the porch. But I'm going to try to do a member stream either. If I don't get to do it this evening, it'll probably be Saturday evening. I'll let y'all know. Thanks for chatting. Love you guys. Y'all have a great weekend, and be safe and be kind. Appreciate the support. You guys rock. You really do. I love talking to y'all and getting all y'all's opinions, even if your opinion is different from mine. It'll make me think, well, it could be possible, or that could be true. Anyways, love y'all. Be safe. And here in the next week, we're going to play some trivia when I get it in the mail. And it's going to be a surprise what kind of trivia it is, but it's going to be fun. Anyways, love y'all. Peace.